Hello and welcome to another season of Race Spec. We're back for season 10 in 2024. It's been a bit of a wait, bit more of a break between drinks for between season 9 and 10. So I hope you've enjoyed an extended break. And 2024 is treating you well so far. So yeah, pretty excited to bring you the driver lineups for the Pacific side, at least tonight. So yeah, and to joining me to do that this evening, we have co-league director Brendan, aka BaGzLiddell. Bags, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Excellent, fantastic. And we also have JP. JP, thanks for
Ah,
joining us.
hello, hello.
Awesome, boys. Are you looking forward to season 10?
You can go first, Bags.
I think we have a pretty good one lined up ahead of us, so it should be interesting to see how it all goes.
Excellent. And JP, you're pretty new to Racespec and keen to get involved commentating on Sunday, which is awesome. Did have done some races for us already in the little mini series we've had. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, racing looks competitive, and from what I've seen on the lineups, it's also looking very, very close between each and every tier and series, and I am definitely looking forward to it.
Awesome, cool. All right, so plan is probably not to be too long tonight. So uh, we'll try and keep it under an hour. Also, let me know if the sounds okay in terms of the music and voice balance. If anyone's quiet or too loud or whatever, then let us know. I can make those adjustments. But it is set to what it was last time, so hopefully it's fine. Cool. All right. Well, we do have some drivers joining in the audience on the Discord, which is great. So yeah, guys, if you do want to have a chat at any point through the show, then jump in on the Discord, and we can bring you on stage and we can have a chat to you about the season. It's usually what we do. We've done for a little bit now, so that'd be awesome. And yeah, of course, follow along with the lineups on Twitch as well. So we're live at Race Spec Esports on Twitch. Cool. All right. So one thing before we dive into the actual lineups, we'll take a quick look at the season 10 calendar. So I'll just flick that across. Hopefully that works. There we go. So um, that is our season 10 calendar. So a shorter 12 round calendar than I think we've had 15 rounds usually, or for the last 3 or 4 seasons at least. We used to do the full shebang, 20 whatever. So yeah, 15 works well at the start of a game cycle, and we think we're going to trial 12 rounds in the second season in the game cycle, just make it a bit shorter and yeah, keep attendance up, especially towards the end. So we'll see how it goes. Some good-looking tracks, I must say. I'm a fan of this calendar. We do follow along with the real life F1 calendar where we can. So you'll see that Bahrain in the first weekend of March there, that we follow along with that. Saudi Arabia as well, Australia. I believe France is the fourth round this year. Sorry, Japan. I looked at France, but I meant Japan. And then China and Miami are the ones that are on the real life calendar, and all the ones in between. So we've got Spain and Canada to kick us off. We've got Singapore between Saudi and Australia, and then we've got France between Japan and China. Imola between China and Miami, and then we finish off at Brazil. Good one to finish off on as well. So yeah, really good calendar there, boys. Any comments on the calendar before we hit the lineups?
I mean, I'm excited for Australia. It's always a very, very close circuit, especially around the second sector. Great place for overtaking. Japan is always nice to have on the calendar. Very, very balanced and I think diverse circuit that could offer some fantastic racing, especially with these competitive grids.
Yeah, absolutely, JP. I love those two tracks as well. I don't think there's a track on there I don't like, to be honest. So, which is good. I should mention quickly break week. So we only have the one break week, which is for the Australian Grand Prix. So the actual Australian Grand Prix won't race that weekend. America's will race on Easter instead. So yeah, we raced at Easter last year and it seemed to work fine. So we'll do it again this year. And yeah, that's it. Just one break week, so 13 weeks of racing basically, and we're done. All right. Well, without further ado, gentlemen, let's hit the first lineup. So we're going to do Sunday tiers first, and I guess before we do that, I'll mention that we didn't have enough drivers for an Elite Series this season, which is a bit disappointing. But it is the first time that's happened. A lot of guys taking a break, which is fair enough, for various different reasons. So understandable, but we've still got two great open tiers. So I guess the lack of an Elite Series has really strengthened the Open Series two tiers. So yeah, these are some cracking, probably the two best open tiers we've put together. So without further ado, let's take a look at Pacific Open Series Tier 2. I'll just wait for that to come up on everyone's screen. There we go. So it's our first lineup for the night. Open Series Tier 2. Both tiers will run at 7:30 Australian Daylight Saving Time and 9:30 New Zealand on the Sunday. So we did look at maybe putting one tier at 5:30, but yeah, not many people seemed keen for that, which is fine. So both tiers again, same time as usual at 7:30. All right. So Bags, I'm gonna let you do the honors and run us through this first lineup for tier 2.
Alrighty. So Alfa Romeo got the pairing of Crowjag and Honest Crook. Alpha Tauri, Ghost Rider and Addy. Alpine, Orphan Drop, pairing with Banana Cake Pie. That's sure to be an interesting combination this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aston Martin got NZ Andre alongside Alex. Ferrari, we have Vladimir and Dan the Racer. Haas got the pairing of Kickbutt Kiwi and Reshing. McLaren with Howie and Clarence, PhD. Mercedes have Tech MC34 alongside Master Jedi. Red Bull with the pairing of Phoenix as well as Totally a Scientist. And then rounding it off with Williams, we've got Marvelant alongside Old Mate.
Excellent. And the reserves?
Yep, so the reserves got Elyakim, Oz Gokan, My Name's Jeff, Jay Beezar, Extinct Body, Davis, Aussie Gamer, Foliate Shot, Ognum, Brow, Bear 2.0, Lucky Boy, Blank, Beatster, Oltonki, and then Harass.
Excellent, thanks, Bags. So, yeah, it's a good looking tier 2, probably the strongest tier 2 we've had in a while, and some names that stand out there for me immediately. We've got Mr. Banana Cake Pie. I don't think he's made a tier 2 in Open Series before, he's always been tier 1, so, yeah, that's, that he'd probably be my pick out of the drivers there for maybe, as far as the championship goes. How about you boys?
Yeah, I think Banana, he'll definitely be one of the ones to look out for in this tier. Obviously, as you said, primarily has been when Open Series has been running, he's been in that tier 1. So obviously, I guess that's a testament to the strength of the Open tier 1 grid this season, being Banana down in tier 2, but he should be able to thrive. NZ Andre as well, fairly quick driver, should be up there challenging for that title. You would have to assume.
Yeah, yep, Andre give it a good go. I think even Alex as well probably has a shot. Ghost Rider has some really good pace at times. He needs to be probably more consistent though. So yeah, so a lot of drivers there that can challenge, I think. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm really hoping we can find a commentator for this one as well. Still working on that. Hopefully we can do that before round 1 next Sunday. So yeah, if you would be keen, and you're listening along, and you want to give that a go, then yeah, I'm sure the boys would appreciate it. Having a commentator, get in touch. So there is one apology for this, especially for the reserves list. That's to Davis, who is in the audience. So I think he was the only guy that missed out on a full-time seat here, but he will get a seat on Tuesday. We make sure that people that sign up like one day but don't race the other days, you usually don't miss out. So you didn't click reserve, so yeah, no, that was what our thinking there. And plus we know you'll be a really reliable reserve, pretty much the 21st full-time driver there. So yeah. Cool. All right. Well, any last comments on tier 2, boys, or are we ready to look at tier 1?
I think Dan the Racer could be another competitive one through Ferrari, and I think there's a few other names. I think Totally A Scientist could be good, same as Phoenix, and overall that grid is looking very close to one another.
Yeah, absolutely, JP. Yep. Very well said. Yeah, it's really close there. Should be a cracking one. Only 12 races, so you got to make them count as well. So yeah, a couple of bad races could really knock you out of it in a short championship like that. So one to be wary of, the boys. And in the comments, we got Banana asking, "The hell am I doing with Jack?" Well, it is what it is. I will not take any blame for that one. That's all I'm saying.
You're welcome, Banana.
Yeah, it was a bag special. So yeah. All right. Well, good luck to the boys. Well, I don't have anyone except JB's and Davis in the chat, and they're both reserved. So we'll see if we can get some full-time drivers maybe for tier 1 to have a chat. So we'll move on to that nice and quickly. And where's the button gone? There it is. All right. So tier 1 for Open Series in season 10. Let's take a look. All right, there she is. That's our top tier on the Sunday. So JP, as this is your tier, you'll be commentating this season. You want to run us through the lineup?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a lineup we do indeed have, with Alfa Romeo having steely and clean break. What a lineup there for the Italian constructor. And speaking of Italian constructor, Apollo Pepsi will be driving in Alpha Tauri with combined YouTuber. Alpine will have Cloxin and Young Iggy. Aston Martin will have Farmer Sam with Dutchy. The Ferrari pair of Matt Plevey and Blake Stevenson, that is going to be a spicy lineup in the Scuderia. I'm sure the Prancing Horses will be wanting to make the most of it. Haas, I'm going to try and not get this wrong, BaGzLiddell and Preso in the American constructor. Another great couple of drivers in that lineup. And McLaren, Gridrokes and Data 50, 50-50, my apologies, in the team from Woking, England. From Brackley, we have Sebastian Spicer and ACW driving for Mercedes. Another very, very strong lineup, and it does seem to be strong lineup after strong lineup. Speaking about that, we go to the team from Milton Keynes, Red Bull, with Levi Tiger Pants and Zach Warren. And to finish us off on the grid for Williams is Zertani and Rafley Aid.
Very well done. And we got some decent reserves for tier 1 as well. You can
Yeah, absolutely
talk about those as well if you like.
Yeah, so we've got Yusuf Goat, which I'm sure will be wanting his absolute hardest to get on the grid as quickly as possible, because he is a very competitive driver and he's been able to show his strengths on multiple occasions. So we'll see how long he wants to stay in that reserve spot, but Yusuf Goat staying there for the time being. You've got Luke Rochford, you've got F1 Ferrari PRO, Ecam, BaGzLiddell, the fastest out of all these reserves, clearly. Lee McGeary, CHN Funzione, it's Grimmy, Roscoe Arm, another strong one in the reserve list, Dodge AU, and Aiden's Raiden.
Very nice. And I have to add one more to that list who signed up just a couple of hours ago, didn't make the graphic, and that is none other than Mr. Ryan Bell. So we'll see if he gets himself on the grid at any stage, and yeah, that'll be scary if that happens. So yeah, a lot of guys taking a break this season though. So yeah, still a really strong Sunday lineup. I'm pretty stoked with it. I think it's going to be a great season. So yeah, lots of very quick names there. Where to start? My eyes immediately go to that Mercedes lineup of Seb and ACW. That is extremely strong. I think they'll be, both of them will challenging for podiums every week. Yeah, I think they're like favourites in terms of both drivers and constructors actually. So
I mean, we can't count
interesting.
them out though, because Apollo Pepsi and the AlphaTauri has shown a lot of strengths throughout. Maybe not just a race spec, but in all different types of servers. Matt Plevey and Blake Stevenson, like I mentioned before, they're going to be a very, very strong duo. It's just if they want to clash as teammates, or if they are going to be able to work as a team overall. But it is looking competitive throughout the entire field. But yeah, Sebastian Spicer and ACW is quite a lineup.
It is. Yeah, hopefully Blake and I can, we'll work as a team. We'll work as a team, Blake. We know each other pretty well, so yeah, that is a good lineup. I'm excited to drive with Blake. Who else do we have? Grid Jokes and Data is another very strong one. Very quick boys there, so they'll be right up there. Levi's first full season with us, so he's another quick guy. Good to see Zach. Some people might know him as Zach JW, Zach Warren back on the grid, which is awesome.
Yeah, I just realised as well, by the way, I'm actually so stupid because aren't you Matt Plevey?
I am the one and only.
Oh no! Oh, you know,
Don't
because
worry.
I know you by Plevs, so I've
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
about Plevey. I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's different. And then I've realised now. Oh dear.
No stress, JP. Yep. As just my name on Steam, but everyone does know me as Plevs, so totally fine. Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's going to be a good time this season. So yeah, looking forward to racing with all those guys, and having you in the commentary box as well, JP, is going to be really good. Giving Lane a bit of respite this season. So yeah, he's just going to do the Tuesday. So yeah, it'd be very, very good to watch those races back, I think.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad you've given me the opportunity in Race Spec. So it should be a fun season for season 10 ahead of us.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see if we can bring any drivers in for a quick yarn. So we do have Blake and we have combined on this. Yeah, we do have combined on the grid. All right, so I'll invite those boys. So combine and Blake, and Young Eagle as well. If you guys want to have a chat, we'll ask you some questions. All right. Well, I might start with combined. Your first full season with us as well, combined. Looking forward to it.
Yep, for sure. I'm teammates with the guy I know as well.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, very
Yeah.
good. And you're happy with?
I know Pepsi pretty well.
Yeah, good stuff. So, and you're happy with to be driving for AT?
Yeah, it was my first pick, so.
Fantastic. That's what we like to hear. We did our jobs, Bags. You hear that?
We did good.
Very good. Cool. Oh well, yeah, looking forward to having you on the grid, mate. And you showed some good pace in the like mini series before the season kicked off. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what you can do on this grid. Very good.
One thing I have to point out real quick, by the way, I'm pretty sure it's not AlphaTauri. I'm pretty sure it's Visa Cash App Racing Balls.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well.
Whatever.
All the best with that one in commentary, JP, is all I can say.
No, I'm planning on calling them rather Visa Cash App or VCarb. I'm trying to decide between the two, but the name is an issue.
Yeah. Oh, we got Bentani as well, so I'll invite him in to have a chat to all these guys. Any questions for combined, boys?
I guess on my end, just do you think you'll be clashing much with Apollo Pepsi, or do you think that friendship between you two can be served as a strength as a team? I guess teamwork.
Usually we don't really clash. We've usually work together when we're teammates, so I think we'll be alright. It's just that a very stacked grid, of course. So it's going to be very interesting to see. It depends on how I go in some tracks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say.
True.
Is there a particular track you're looking forward to?
Well, hang on, let me see this calendar again.
That's alright. All good.
So, I'd say I'm good near the end of the season, so I'm pretty good at China and Miami.
Interesting. Okay, they're pretty unique tracks. So yeah, very good. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Combine, and all the best for the season with Apollo in at AlphaTauri. I think Apollo's doing a race right now, so he won't be joining us. But yeah, cool. All right, who should we chat to next? Let's
Yeah,
do.
thanks.
No worries, man. Mr. Blake Stevenson.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, teammate?
I'm alright, teammate. How are you?
Yeah, good.
I feel like we should be asking you questions as well, Matt.
Oh, you can later if you want. So Blake, are you happy to be at Ferrari with me?
I'm very happy with Ferrari. I love the team, and I love you, Matt. Totally, 100%.
Excellent. No, I'm happy too, mate. That's good. Cool. Let's kill it. We got our work cut out for ourselves though. Like looking at some of these lineups, we'll be battling some pretty quick drivers. So yeah. How do you reckon we can go? You reckon we can
Oh,
win
you know,
constructors?
they are fast, but like I reckon we could easily get top 4 in constructors.
Top 4, mate. Oh, I'd say top 3 minimum. Let's go. Come on.
Top 3 minimum. Okay, you're very confident there.
Yeah, I think we top 3. We'll see how we go. Best track on the calendar for you?
Spain's on there, right?
Spain's the opener. Yeah, next week. Next 1 week's time. Exactly 7:30. We'll be in the lobby, ready to go.
Yeah, cool. Then yeah, it's Spain. I forgot the other tracks. I know Spain's on there. I gotta check real quick. I'm good at Japan and China.
Yeah, China.
Singapore is my best track, 100%. So
Yeah, mine
all
too.
those
Mine
tracks
too.
are-
I do love me some Singapore. Very good, mate. Well, yeah, look forward to racing with you. Any questions for Blake, Bags, or JP?
Yeah, I think just heading into this season, obviously you're being teamed up with Matt. Obviously, the two of you are pretty good friends at this point. I think that might come to blows at any point.
Do we think it will?
We'll be best friends.
Oh no, we're both pretty clean. Like, yeah, I think we're both super clean actually. So yeah, we should be fine. We'll work together when we need to.
I guess we'll have to wait and see if the pressure of the Tifosi will rise onto the two of you.
The spirit of Benotto.
Well, let's hope they don't give us plan A like through to Z, and yeah, we can stick to plan A, which is winning. Cool.
Exactly that.
All right, one more driver to have a quick chat to, Mr. Ven. How are you, mate? If you've got a mic, that is. Do you have a mic? Oh, you usually do. Just need to unmute.
I can hear him.
Yeah, so can I. I think it's one of those issues again.
Hang on.
Yeah. So then for context, me and Bags can hear you, but then Mr. Plevey can't.
Oh yeah, I can now.
Oh, there you go.
All good.
Yeah, I worked it out. Cool. All right. Well, I'll let you guys hit Ven with some questions actually. So I've been hogging it so far.
Well, Williams driver, are you happy with the seat that has been selected for you?
Yeah, I love a good Williams. Under the pit lane, so I won't be held up if any change of conditions.
I have to say, seeing that you are now in that Williams seat, what's your opinions on the 2024 livery?
I do think the 2023 livery is better, so happy to still be racing with that for this season. But you know, you can't go wrong with the Williams Duracell livery. I do love them.
Oh, fair play. Mr. BaGzLiddell, you want to add on to that?
Yeah, sure. Heading into the season with the calendar obviously starting up next week. Any thoughts on the tracks and perhaps which ones you might fare well at?
I know I've fared my own way through Japan in the lower tiers, so hopefully able to get a good result there.
Very good. Japan's a common one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the flowing nature of the track. I just love it. So
definitely a real
Yeah.
driver's circuit.
100%.
Suzuka.
Absolutely. Awesome. Very good, Ben. Ven, do you know your teammate at all, Raffley?
I know I've raced him a couple times. He's a very quick driver, so it's gonna be hard to, stick my nose ahead of him. Making sure I get prioritised in the pit stops. But
Very good. Alright, so it's a bit of a garage versus garage situation there. You're not gonna work together a little bit, or?
no, I hope we do get a good chemistry between us. But it's just for me, it's gonna be hopefully the top Williams driver.
Excellent, very good. And championship-wise, what are you aiming for? Like, what do you think in this pretty strong grid? You are looking to finish in the top 10, or do you have any goals?
I mean, looking at the names, my first season being in Tier 1, I know it's going to be a tough season, going to actually have to put in the work through the week, maybe. But, just a consistent finishes, hoping to improve on that. So, yeah, anywhere, I guess, within top 10, scoring consistent points will be an aim for me.
Yeah, consistent points is the name of the game. So, yeah, top 15 score, of course, at Race Spec. So, yeah, not many people miss out usually. And, yeah, all the best with your season, Ven. So, and with Raffley as well at Williams. Strong lineup. And you guys should do pretty well. So, that's it in terms of our driver interviews for Sunday at least. You guys can stay in here if you want. I'm just muting you guys, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's pretty strong reserves there. Bags as well. Bags hoping you can get on the grid and race more often than not. That'd be good. And yeah, I'm sure the other boys will as well. So yeah, I think this one should always be quite a full grid. Fingers crossed. So let's see how we go. So that's Sunday done. And now it's just Tuesday left. So similar story, I guess, with Sunday. For Tuesday, we usually had 3 tiers. This season, we have just the 2 tiers. Again, numbers down a little bit. Yeah, usually we get a really odd number for Tuesdays, around 70, between 70 and 80 usually full-time drivers, and we can never really get that 4th tier over the line. But this season, didn't quite have enough for 3. As you'll see, there's a lot of reserves for Pacific Tier 2, so let's take a look at that. I'll bring it up. So yeah, nearly a full grid of reserves for Tier 2. Most people signed up as reserves, so hardly anyone. I don't know if there is anyone that missed out on a full-time seat. Maybe 1 or 2, but yeah, lots of reserves, so a pretty good looking Tier 2, I must say. Banana there again, blessed.
Same for Phoenix as well in Red Bull.
Yeah, so this might be a little bit stronger than the Sunday Tier 2. No, pretty similar actually, pretty similar. We do have Farmer Sam is in the Tier 2 for Tuesday. He was Tier 1 on Sunday, so that gives you a bit of an idea. It's slightly more competitive. And then we have, of course, all those reserves as well. So that looks good, Bags. You can do this one.
Alrighty. Kicking it off, Alfa Romeo, Banana Cake Pie, teaming up with Honest Rook. Alpha Tauri, you've got JB's alongside Ognum 12. Alpine, you have Davis, teaming up with Foliate Shot. Aston Martin, you have Farmer Sam with Me Teeth.
Love that name.
Pretty
love
interesting name. Ferrari, you got Steely and Clean Break. That should be a pretty strong outfit.
Together
right
again. Yep.
Haas, you have Twitch Liddy alongside My Name is Jeff. McLaren, you've got Masticals and Dan the Racer. Mercedes, Ron Burgundy 69 with Keegs. Red Bull, NZ Andre alongside Phoenix. And then Williams pairing, Pulse 61 and Kickbutt Kiwi. And then, as Matt alluded to, plenty of reserves. Too many that I'm not going to go through all of them. I think ones that sort of stand out there. You've got Orphan Drop, you've got Alex, yeah, you've got Totally a Scientist, Oyakim, a few quick reserves in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking good, boys. Looking good. Very competitive tier 2. So I don't know. There's a couple of names jumping out at me. I think Banana, Farmer Sam, Keegs shows some good pace when he's playing the game regularly as well. So I'd expect him to be up there. Yeah, and then Steely Clean Break at Ferrari. That's very, very potent lineup there. Any standouts for you guys? JP and Bags?
I think some of the same as before. I think Dan the Race is going to be another quick one. You've got Phoenix again, Banana Cake Pie. I think Steely or Clean Break might do well in the Prancing Horses.
Yep.
Um,
Davis as well.
Overall,
Yeah.
yeah. To be fair, yeah. And even some of the reserves through there are looking quite competitive. Overall, it does seem to be the case where pretty much every single grid for each lineup that we have, both on Tuesday and Sunday, tier 1 and tier 2, seem to be very, very competitive and close to one another.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to allow for some great racing throughout season 10.
Yep, absolutely. And Bags?
Yeah, I think JP covered that off pretty well. I mean, you've got a couple of really strong pairings in there. Obviously, the Ferrari pairing is going to probably be perhaps the standout one. I guess the pairing in Alfa Romeo could potentially do pretty well. And I think Davis will be one to look out for. Obviously, he has shown some solid pace. I think consistency at times might be an issue, but if he can sort of get a strangle of that, he could definitely be up there fighting for the championship.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got Farmer Sam and with Matif in the chat, G'ing each other up, so that's good to see going for the championship. Yeah, well, good luck, boys. Jump in for a chat as well if you want. If you're watching, that's what it's all about, getting involved. So get on the Discord server, jump in the stage channel, and yeah, we can have a chat.
I
And
can
we do.
actually have a look who's watching the stream at the moment. You're looking for Farmer Sam. Well, he is actually watching us right now, so it is up to him if he wants to join. But I see there are a few people that you mentioned in the Twitch chat.
Yep, and we do have a couple we can speak to. So we've got Jay Beezer and Davis in the audience. I just invited you guys to the stage. I don't know if there's a limit on the stage though, so I don't know if I need to someone to leave, but move to audience. There we go. Let's do that. So I'll move these guys back. There we go. Let's see if Davis and JBs, are you guys keen for a chat or are you just listening in? Give him a second.
Yeah.
There's a chat to the right of the stage as well. There we go. JB's has worked us out.
Davis has said he's just listening in as the kids are asleep.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yep. On kid duty tonight. Very good, mate. Well, all the best for the season, and yeah, hope you're happy with your Alpine seat. And get involved heavily as a reserve on Sunday as well. All right, we will talk to Jay Beezer though. Welcome, mate. If you can.
I think we could have some audio difficulties all over again.
Well, it wasn't. It's kind of fine for the other guys. It might be the Discord on mobile that has this issue that you had, JP.
Yeah.
Jay Beezer, you able to speak? If you're speaking now, we can't hear you. So that's unfortunate. All good. Well, unfortunately, can't speak to Jay Beezer, but yeah. Good luck to all the Tier 2 drivers this season. It's a stonking grid, and yeah, similar to Tier 2 on Sundays as well. We are looking for a commentator for this one. I'm sure we will find someone having only 4 tiers this season, so It's probably just a matter of me talking to some people, which I will do before the first race. So stay tuned for that. And we have one grid left, boys. So, do you want to see the Tier 1 Pacific Series grid?
I think everyone's just waiting for it.
Alright, let's go. Here's our final lineup for Season 10, Pacific Series Tier 1. Sorry, I should have mentioned the time before as well. 8 PM Tuesday, 10 PM New Zealand time, both Tier 2 and Tier 1 at that time. Running concurrently as Sunday do. So Tier 1 looks pretty strong, but yeah, a lot of guys again from last season taking a break, so not quite the absolute sweaty ridiculousness of last season on display this season. Or I think last season was a bit of an anomaly like that, to be honest. I think just a lot of quick guys wanted to race, and we managed to have a quite ridiculous grid. In my opinion, the quickest grid we've had, and probably any league in the region has had on this game cycle. But it's very, very difficult to replicate that season after season. So yeah, some guys taking a break, but we've still got a cracking grid. I'm really excited about this. JP, I'll let you do liners again for T1 if you want to run
Yeah,
through
well,
liners.
Alfa Romeo will have Young, Iggy, and Dutchy. AlphaTauri will now have the lineup of Apollo Pepsi and Roscoe Arm. Alpine will have ACW and Luke Rochford. Aston Martin will have Levi Tiger Pants and Zach Warren. The Ferrari, the Prancing Horses, will have Mr. Plevs himself, Matt Plevey, joined in the team with F1 Ferrari Pro. So almost if the team suits it. Then you have Blake Stevenson and Preso in the Haas, Sebastian Spicer and Grid Jokes in the McLaren, G-Force Critchron and Reese Cohen in the Mercedes, Nick Mann and BaGzLiddell, the slowest clearly on the grid, I'm kidding, in the Red Bulls, and Leo Duncan and Daniel Kay in the Williams. Along with that, we have the reserves of Yusuf Goat Websy, the WA Perthy himself, following the same footsteps as me in that. Ecam, CT, Rhino, Lee, McGeary, it's Grimmy, Ven, and Dodge AU.
Beautifully done. So yeah, really good grid there. Pretty excited about this one. Bags, you're on the grid. Good to see. Are you? I mean, I might as well interview you first, to be honest.
So since I'm here already.
So you're in the Red Bull with Nick Man. Decent lineup. I don't think I've seen you in a Red Bull before, so that's a bit different.
I think endurance last season I did Red Bull, but then besides that, it's not really a car I have driven much, so figured to go back to it. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm a Red Bull enjoyer as well. It served me well, very well in endurance. So I will miss it. But yeah, going to Ferrari.
Man winning all 5 races.
So yeah, good luck. Good to have Nick Man on the grid as well. Yeah, really glad he's keen to race. So that'll be awesome having you two in the same team.
Definitely, he's got some decent pace. He's improved a fair bit over the last few months as well, which is good to see. So it should be a solid pairing there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Websy in the reserves normally is a very, very consistent driver. Makes not too many mistakes, but when he does, it's still just able to show consistency and I guess a lack of being phased by mistakes. So he's very, very consistent, as I mentioned just before. Once again, Yusuf on that reserve list should be competitive once he gets a good opportunity at going racing. But once again, through the field, it's looking close and it's looking competitive. And yeah, I mean, some of these names are looking very spicy.
Yep, absolutely. Speaking of spicy, we do have Mr. Spicy Salami himself, Seb Spicer at McLaren. I'm shocked he's not joined us for a chat. Where is he?
He's
just
dodging and
getting
weaving.
involved. He's dodging and weaving. So he's with Grid Jokes. Seen Grid Jokes in the Twitch chat tonight. So yeah, if you want to have a chat, mate, jump in as well.
Just
But that's a
quickly
strong lineup.
speaking off the Twitch chat, I just see Farmer Sam asking if there is ABS in this tier. Previously with Tier 1, obviously we have been running it with just line only. However, this season we have been opening it up to allow people to run ABS.
Yeah, ABS and line only, I think, is what we're gonna do. I think no one uses traction control, and only there's, I think off the top of my head, there's two or three that use ABS. And we're fine with that for this season, to make it as competitive as we can. So yeah, and those guys that use ABS in this tier will obviously too quick for tier 2 as well. So that's why they're in tier 1. So yeah, no stress there. Yeah, it will be hopefully back to line only for season 11 on the new game, but we'll see how we go there. All right. Who do we have for a chat? We got Blake again. Blake, do you want to have another? I'll invite you to the stage if you want to have a chat. But I mean, I'll go through some of the names I know. Like ACW Luke, very good lineup at Alpine. Awesome that ACW can race Tuesdays now. He's never been able to do that. So it's good to have him on both days. Polo Pepsi Roscoe Arms, good one. Dutchy and Young Eagle. Dutchy shows some fantastic pace as well in recent endurance races, so he'll be right up there. Great to have Ferrari Pro back, not least as my teammate, which is awesome. So I believe he got a PS5 yesterday, so he's off the PS4, so he doesn't have to worry about the crossplay issues, and hopefully yeah, we have a good season at Ferrari. Blake is in the Haas, so we'll speak to him in a second with Prezzo. Prezzo, who's won Tier 2 about 800 times. So, yeah, good to see him in Tier 1 finally, and well, very interesting to see how he does. And of course, the Mercedes boys, probably the two quickest drivers on the grid, I think. But like, yeah.
If not, they're definitely right up there.
Definitely right up there. Crichton, of course, 6 times Pacific Series champion out of 9 seasons. So he's got a 2/3% of the championship. So yeah, he's when he wants to win it, he wins it. So we'll see if that's gonna happen this season. Of course, our defending champion, Big Al, taking a break. So we will have a new champion this season, which is awesome. Or a new season compared to last season at least. Reese, as I say, we talked about Red Bull, and then Leo, who's G-Force L30 for some people might know him as that, and Daniel Koo, both very capable drivers as well. I think they're very strong. They both have good pace. Probably just need to stay out of trouble a bit more, and they'll get good results there. So yeah, I couldn't pick a lineup. I mean, if I had to pick one that's outstanding, it would be Mercedes. But yeah, maybe a small question mark over commitment for this season. But if they race most races, then yeah, they'll be very hard to beat. And let's talk to Blake. So, are you happy with the Haas, or do you hate us right now? Oh wait, have I muted him? Hang on, I've muted him.
Hey, at least the engine will sound the same.
There we go. Sorry, I muted you, so you'll have to repeat because no one on stream heard you. So yeah, How do you feel about Haas?
I don't know, really. It's the same engine as Ferrari, which is, yeah, I guess it's good. Would have liked either a Merc or a Honda engine, but it's whatever. It's what I get at this point. I don't really know Prezzo, but hopefully we don't crash or anything. So yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Prezzo's a good bloke, so yeah, no, you guys are a strong team. So, I mean, if you really don't like the Haas, you could ask someone to swap, but yeah, they would have to agree. So, and that would have to be before round 1 as well. But anyway, but no, like it's fine. Huss is Huss. Some people
Yeah.
love it. I know Prezzo enjoys it, so that's why he's in it. Yeah. Anyway, so for this tier, Blake, what do you think? What are you aiming for in terms of results and whatnot? Your
Well,
second season as well in tier 1 in Pacific, so
yeah. I don't think last season I went well because my attendance was poor, but that was due to school. My school it's easier now because I get Tuesday. I get to go home early Tuesday because of reasons and stuff. So I think it will be a lot better. Um, I, I don't think I'll do that good in drivers standings wise. Team standings, still don't know. I'm not really sure of Prezzo's pace yet, but you did say he has won a lot in tier 2.
yep.
Uh, I'd probably place maybe top 10 in the standings, drivers wise. I don't know.
Yeah. I'd say that's achievable for sure, 100%. So yeah, it's a good goal to have. Awesome. Well, any last questions for Blake, Bags, or JP? I don't think we have anyone else to chat to, so this will be it.
No, I think I've pretty much ran out of questions to ask.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
Actually, I've got one question for Blake. Thoughts on having good designers as team boss?
mm,
Well, he's actually gone now.
That's true.
well, and that's
I
no
mean-
that. To be fair, that's for 2024. We're in the 2023 card.
Damn, I can't escape him.
Technically, he's still there.
No.
Oh,
He's in the game.
I better smash his door a bit more, and then maybe I'll get kicked out.
Alright. Well, hopefully you look like a bunch of legends instead of a bunch of wankers, so that's all
Well,
I'll
we're
say
gonna
about
have
it.
to wait and see.
Cool. Alright, well, all the best, Blake. Look forward to racing with you and Bags and all the rest of the drivers on this grid. Starting on Tuesday week, so the 20th of Feb, so not too long. Of course, Sunday tier starting next Sunday, the 18th of Feb. So that will be upon us in no time at all. And with that, gentlemen, we're done for the season 10 placements. So yeah, a big thank you to both of you, Bags and JP, for joining me tonight, helping out and chatting to everyone. Big thanks to all the drivers that joined for a chat. Not as many as usual, but that's okay. Quick show's a good show, really. So yeah, we'll definitely keep it under an hour, which is nice as well. Thanks to everyone for following along and getting involved in the comments and all that. We're looking forward to another good season of racing with you guys. So yeah, all the best to all the drivers, and yeah, we'll see you on the grid for round 1 at Spain in a week's time. Any last comments from you guys, Bags and JP? We're happy to wrap
I
it up.
guess just very quickly, shout out to Slammer in the Twitch chat showing some support.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve, the legend.
of the Oceanic region.
Yeah,
We love Slammer.
we do love Slammer. If Slammer's not busy on Sunday nights, maybe you can get involved. That'd be nice to see as well.
Maybe you can join me in the comms box. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, love to see that. Excellent. All right, well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much, and yeah, it's going to be hopefully a fantastic season as well to see out F1 23, and then we look forward to the new game, of course. Very exciting if it's going to be on a new engine. Hopefully they ditched the older gen platform so they can move the game forward.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. That's all I have to say.
Let's hope not. So it happens, or you like as a reverse jinx?
No.
JP,
Let's just
PS4.
listen. Let's just keep PS4 going. EA, please.
Keep it around just until JP gets his.
I tell you what, if it's
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
if it's on the just next gen on the new engine and not on PS4, we'll start a GoFundMe for a PC for JP. I reckon we'll get the whole community behind it. And we'll get you a PC. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, boys. Really appreciate it. And yeah, enjoy your evenings, everyone watching as well. So yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, all the best again, and see you later. Good night.
See ya.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I'll never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost myself. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? Time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stands still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. Oh, wait. I'm tired.